Hello everybody, it's Joanne here. Welcome to Perky Penny Paper Arts. I'm so happy to share this card with you today. Recently, I purchased some of the Hero Arts Infinity die sets. I got your usual circles and rectangles, but I also was drawn to these adorable Teacup and Teapot dies. They're wonderful to make shaped cards and tags in many different sizes, but I always like to challenge myself, and I love cards that you can pop up and display on a shelf. I decided to start with a flat card that opens up to a surprise teacup and saucer. To create the pop-up mechanism, I started with a piece of 4 1/4 inch by 5 1/2 inch 110-pound cardstock. I placed the entire sheet on my scoreboard with the 5 1/2 inch side ready to be scored. I then scored at a 1/2 inch, 1 1/2 inches, and then every 1/2 inch up to the 4 1/2 inch mark to leave another inch segment at the end. Unfortunately, the score marks are a bit difficult to see in this video, but I'll make sure to put a diagram on my blog for your reference. I measured the bottom of the cup and found a 1 inch wide pop-up would be just perfect, and then cut off 1 inch of the scored sheet along the 4 1/4 inch side. I'll save the remaining scored paper for a future project. I can see making some of these paper strings in advance to have on hand. They're super easy and really fun. Time to fold, alternating between mountain and valley folds for all of the score lines. When everything is folded, the two ends will be glued together to create the spring. But first I'm going to glue the segment I'm pointing to the 1 inch segment next to it. I found this works well to stabilize the mechanism and keep the teapot upright. Now I will flip it over and put glue on the end 1/2 inch segment and bring it around to glue to the opposite end of the spring. And there you have it. A super fun paper spring to help create our teacup pop-up. Now to create our teapot, teacup, and card base. I started by cutting out the largest teapot, which fits in an A2 envelope, and an appropriately sized teacup. I used Bristol Smooth cardstock as I will be doing some watercoloring, and this paper works well for that and is great for stamping as well. As the cup and teapot die do not have handles, I took my pencil and drew some handles in, which I then cut out with my number 11 pen blade, and then I got ready to stamp my fall scene. I used the My Monthly Hero September kit to stamp my scene. Unfortunately, it is sold out, but I think this card can be made many different ways. There is a small example at the end where I even used pattern paper to cut out the cup and teapot. You can also use other stamp sets you have to create this card. Just have fun with it. When my stamping was complete, I used Broken China Distress Oxide ink to watercolor a blue sky around my images. I was very careful not to get water on the stamped images. On the occasion I slipped, I just blotted it quickly with a paper towel and then continued to paint. After painting the cup and then the teapot, I also painted the inside of the card base that you will see when the card is on display. I chose one of the Infinity Circle dies that best fit the body of my teacup and used the same method that I frequently use to create shaped cards. Check out the Pineapple Perfection card for more instructions. I set everything aside to dry. I finished the cup and teapot by embossing gold sentiments on them. I also added some detail around the rim and on the bottom of the cup with more of the gold embossing powder I used for the sentiments. And now we come to the last step, assembling the card. To assemble the card, I took the card base and folded the top in half and smoothed it out with the bone folder. I then applied glue to the bottom half and attached the teapot. I then took my spring mechanism and put dotted tape runner on both of the flat 1 inch sides. I lined the side where I attached the ends together to the back of the cup, lining it up with the bottom of the cup, and then positioned the cup where I wanted it standing up and attached the other side to the card base at that location. And there you have it, a cute pop-up card, great for any tea enthusiasts you may know. As an added bonus, I've included my email address in the description of this video. If you would like, you can send me an email with your address and put in the subject line pop-up spring, and I'll mail you a sample of the pop-up mechanism to help you in making your own. For more information, please visit my blog at www.perkypennypapers.com. and follow my Instagram at Perky Penny Papers. If you enjoy this video, please like it and share it, and subscribe to my channel to see when new videos are uploaded. A list of supplies is available in the description of this video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today.